Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of RC Classic Garage. Today is a big milestone on this Alfa Romeo GTV project because after months of cleaning, cutting, grinding, welding, this car is finally ready to go off for paint. Next week, this car heads off to painting classic cars. And before it goes off, I wanted to give you guys a walk around and recap just what has been done. And also do the last few prep jobs before we send it. And then a garage update, because we may have a very special car joining the collection. Now, if you've been following this series, you'll know that we dragged this car out of a barn where it had been sitting for the best part of 40 years. And well, I decided to bring it back to life right here on the channel. But it has been a lot more work than I first thought. The engine was seized, and well, the body needed a lot more work. But this is a car that definitely deserves to be done properly. So, as always, this has been the biggest case of project creep that I've ever experienced. So in order to try and keep costs under control on this project, I have painted inside the boot. I've painted the whole interior of the car, and that will all be covered in carpeting anyway, as well as the engine bay and the entire underneath of this car. We've put the suspension back in to make sure the car's rolling, and therefore it's going off for professional painting on the exterior and body panels. Now, if we start at the back of the car, the whole panel along the bottom has been renewed, and the weld line runs along behind the bumper. Each of the rear wings has been repaired differently. This one is the old original wing, whereas this one, the entire wing, has been replaced. Now, with this being the original wing, we have got a new panel inner and outer down here, all around the wheel arch, and again at the bottom. So it has got a weld line all the way along to connect those together. And then there are a few dents which they will get out in the original panel. But overall, this panel was fairly good and much better than the other side. And then this side was really bad, both inner and outer. So we've replaced the inner panel as well as this entire outer panel. And the weld lines then run along here and along the top of the car where it joins it to the existing car, but that entire panel has been replaced. And then when we move on to the doors, it's very similar. This one is original and it was sandblasted, which means you do get some of the rash where the original rust marks were, and it's had one or two repairs and a slight dent right down at the bottom, which will need leveling out. And then this door, well, it needed a lot more work. We had to cut the whole bottom of the door off, weld on a complete new bottom section, do quite a few repairs, and put a whole new outer skin on the door. And as we move across to the front, both front wings have been replaced, as well as the lower front valance. The only piece across the front that is not new is the top end of this valance, which you cannot get a replacement panel. Now, this one was sandblasted and there is a little bit of rash in it, but that will be able to be leveled out. And as we go over the top of the car, well, we start with the bonnet. And I had the original bonnet sandblasted and it never came back very, very good. So I got this second-hand replacement one. It fits very well. We did have to do a repair to the top corner where we had some rust, but I'm really happy with the fitment of that bonnet. The wiper scuttle panel is new. And then going across to the roof, well, if you recall in the barn, there was a very big dent in the center of the roof. That dent did pop out, but we do have a couple of minor dents where that came out along the sides. And then the biggest issue that I had was that aerial hole. Now, the issue I've had is that I'm trying to save this original headlining, and there was quite a big hole in the center of the roof where there was an aerial. Now, I've used panel bond to create a patch repair, and I'm 50-50 about that. So I'm going to leave a decision to Keith whether that is good enough, but Keith says there are ways that he can weld in order to get that covered properly if he thinks it's an issue. So that will be over to Keith to make a decision on that one. And then boot lid. Well, that boot lid is a brand new panel because the original one came back from sandblasting and it wasn't very good and we couldn't use it. So the whole boot lid's been replaced, fits really well, and I have a brand new rubber put in. And then when it comes to panel fit, I'm really happy with the way the boot closes and latches. It fits really well. Doors, likewise, we spent a lot of time getting them lined up really nicely, and I'm really happy with that. So it will be supplied with all of its latches in, and we've also renewed the hinges and screws. Now I know that Keith will be removing all of this so that he can paint it, and then I will supply it with new striker pins as well as new rubbers and rails, so that when it gets put in right at the end and he does final fitment, he can do those, because we all know Alfas, you need those rubbers in to get your final fitment on the doors. And then under the bonnet, well, I've just tied back all of the wiring, also put in a new latch and new rubbers, and I'm really happy with the way that this bonnet fits. Now the last job we need to do is ensure that we have the holes in the correct place for all of the badges. Now, as most of them are still original, they're all okay, but where we've replaced panels, we do need to create the holes. So let's do the 1750 script at the back and the Bertone badge on the wing. And then when it comes to lights and bumpers, I'm happy that when Paul and I were doing all of these panels, we ensured the bumpers and lights fitted properly. They were all test fitted, and so we are really happy with the fitment. Now, when we were doing all the metal work on this car, we were down at bare metal, and we have just put a light coat of grey primer on the car to stop any flash rusting. Now, I know the guys at Painting Classic Cars are going to take all of that off and go down to bare metal as they start their painting process. Now, the GTV is ready to be collected and taken down to Painting Classic Cars in just on a week's time. And the good news is they have a YouTube channel, so we will be able to watch the progress of this car being painted. Now, just when I thought I had the garage under control, we have another car arriving. My collection is broken up into 3 countries of origin. We have the Italian cars, the 4 Alfas and a Fiat 500. We have the German cars, which is the Porsche 911 and 928. And the British E-Type Jaguar, MGA Twin Cam, and the AC Cobra. Now, we have a very special Porsche arriving, and it's coming from Arizona. It's currently crossing the Atlantic and arrives in Southampton on the 10th of February. From there, it'll go to My Car Imports to have its UK light conversion and UK registration. Now, I'll do a proper video when that car lands, but trust me, it's a good one. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss it. Now, I always struggle to sell any of my cars. I become really attached to them. They all have a story, and I always think if I sell them, I'm going to regret selling that. But I have run out of space. And instead of selling a car like a normal person, well, I've decided to extend the driveway and get another parking space. Now, obviously at this stage, I want to say a big shout out to my wife, because when we moved into this house, this was a beautiful garden. And I agreed to just take a small portion of it to build the double garage. And now I've been allowed to just extend it ever so slightly to get in an extra parking so that we can save another car in the collection. Guys, thanks for watching another episode of RC Classic Garage. That was an update on the Alfa Romeo GTV, as well as a bit of a garage update about what's coming and what's not going, and what I've got to do to keep the collection intact. This channel is all about the ownership experience of my classic car collection, so please make sure you subscribe to the channel. See you all next time. Ciao.